Welcome back, guys. Here we are here again at Acre Homestead. We got a few small projects going on this week, and I want to take you guys along. Some of them we've already done. We're going to show you clips and a couple things we're trying to get done today. So one of the things I told you about a few weeks ago was the raspberries I found at the end of our laneway. These are different than the raspberries we have in the back here. We've got black cap raspberries back here, which are a red raspberry that turns black when they're ripe. The ones I found at the front are a yellow raspberry, a yellowish golden color. They're doing quite well up there, but I don't want them at the end of the laneway. I don't want the kids going up there. We live on a highway. It's just not a good situation. So let's get moving today and get this stuff done. Okay, here we are at the end of the laneway, guys. These are the raspberries that I've noticed the last few times as I was cutting grass in the summertime. One of the things I noticed is I believe they are a wild raspberry, and I only say that, but maybe I'm just being presumptuous, but they are thorny. I want to get them moved now. The ground seems soft enough, and I don't want to wait until everything's in full bloom. I did see a couple things here that I thought was worth mentioning. The raspberries at the back, the black caps we talked about, they have a reddish stalk. These ones, the stalk is, as you can see, it's like a green yellow. And if you look here, we already have some greenery coming. So I need to get these moved now before everything wakes right up. All right, guys, I've come prepared. I brought some pliers. I don't have any gloves that are going to protect my hands necessarily from the thorns. So I'm going to try to hold the stem while I dig it up. When I move these, I'm going to cut them back so that there's probably only about 8 inches away from the ground, just so it can start growing fresh and focus on the roots again, getting situated, I guess you would say. And then we have one. I'm going to go ahead and try to dig them all up because, like I said, this isn't an area that we want to have our kids coming up to eat the raspberries, because they are quite tempting, and I know once they see them they will be here. All right, so that piece broke. The other option, if I really wanted to, guys, I could probably cut this up and use cuttings to grow some more. But I see here, it looks like we got about 4 or 5 plants. At the rate raspberries tend to spread, I don't think we'll need to. So I'm going to toss that aside for now. There we have 2. And then over here, this one's growing amongst the rocks. Maybe shallow enough I can pull it out. And I'll grab onto this old piece. All right, so we have some root on there, so we should be good. Okay. There's that one. So I have a feeling, because they're so woven into the ground here, that we're going to end up having more come back, which isn't a bad thing. But in the meantime, I do want to get these to an area that we can use them. So I'm going to get this one dug out, and then I'll show you where we're going to put them. There we go. All right. So I'm not going to carry all these up. I'm going to stiff them now. I'm going to go right above that node there. So there's one. This one should be good already. That one. And I think there might even be enough on there. Like I said, there is some cuttings here we could probably make use of, but I think we have enough here that at the rate these grow around this area, should be easy. Let's go put these back in the ground. Okay, so this section of the garden over here, pretty sure you've seen Cindy talk about in previous videos, but it's got mostly berries, a lot of strawberries, blueberries, elderberries, autumn olives. So we're going to continue with that whole berry theme over here. We do have some other berries on the other part of the garden here, but we're going to try to focus more on one area for our berries in the future. So we decided to put them along here. As you can obviously see, the fence is shared with the play yard. We're going to try to maybe use the fence as a trellis, and that will allow, it'll give the kids, they can eat away if they're in the play yard if they want to, or they can come in the garden. But either way, it's used to that fence. If it starts to look like it's going to try to spread into the play yard on us, I might put some plywood on the fence or something just to kind of block the berries a bit from trying to root farther out. But I want to get them in the ground, so I'm going to start here. Okay. All right, guys. Planted 6 plants. Not bad for something that I assume the birds drop some seeds there when they're sitting on the fence or whatever the case. So, if you look at it that way, this is a really cool, almost free labor-wise. That's it. The plants are free, so they're going to feed us. It's a great feeling. I want to show you guys the difference between the stalk of these golden raspberries I was showing you, or yellow raspberries, I'm not really sure the name of them, and the existing raspberries we have. So this is a case where, again, we did not plant these raspberries, what I find with these, you have to really control them. They just take over. They just keep spreading. But you'll see the color. It's more of a woody, reddish stalk on these in comparison to those golden raspberries I was showing you that are that greeny kind of color. So it's interesting that the fruit seems to look correspond with the color of the stalk almost, and that could just be a fluke in this situation that I've noticed, because I don't really know much about the various, because I know there's a lot of different raspberries out there. When I was trying to research the golden raspberry, I stumbled across purple and a multitude of other colors. So there's quite a variety that you can get into if it's your passion. It's not mine. I just see it as a free fruit. So I'm just taking advantage of that situation. But that's my chore for right now. I gotta get on to something else.